Hey, what up, crew? What up, gang? James Rice going live Monday morning. Very excited. Why? New month. One of my favorite months of all, strictly because of the subject, strictly because of the theme for this month, which is spring cleaning. Spring cleaning for me is not necessarily my garage, it's not necessarily my closet. Spring cleaning for me is a reminder that what in general is cluttering my world. What is cluttering your world? Is it a friend that maybe they don't need to be removed, but they need to take a smaller space up in your world? Is it thumbing through? It's like I lose my marbles. I can't believe how many people troll through social media. I guess they used to troll through TV looking for entertainment. People, it's amazing how many of our lives are completely messed up. Our marriage needs work. Our kids need work. Our relationships in general need work. Our fitness needs work. Our budget needs work. Our faith needs work. And people are still spending time trolling through social media for entertainment, basically something fun to take their mind off of what they're doing, as opposed to getting in the trenches, in the grind. I didn't go from a 580 FICO score back to a 750. I didn't go from nothing in savings to some dollars in savings. I didn't go to 2 cars repossessed to a couple fancy cars. I didn't go from 150 pounds to 250 pounds by trolling through social media, trolling through what to watch, trolling through nonsense. Anyway, Anna, are you guys going to Vegas? Here's another idea, Anna. I love your community. So if I'm not seeing you in Vegas, which is cool, I tell you, I've got Hawaii in my brain because of Moses, who's over there. And of course, I've got the PNW in my brain because of the work that you and your family, your community is doing. So I completely appreciate you. Okay, so back to it. Thinking about April, and I could chat about this forever. In fact, if you saw my Rise and Shine this morning, people, I can't tell people enough. I'm not perfect. Like I was just telling a friend of mine that, hey, we hadn't caught up and it's his birthday. And he said, what's going on? Well, of course I'm going to tell him that the Prove It, the supplement, the community is still rocking and rolling and growing. And it's a lot more fun than a real job. Of course I'm going to tell him that the book's out, we've received it, the website's almost done, it's exciting. Of course I'm going to tell him that my website's branded and that I'm going to start, speaking more, hopefully, to a bigger audience. But the point that I really made to him is, and to each and every one of you, is tomorrow's guaranteed to no one. So I pray and I hope that I come each morning with a humble heart, with a t-shirt on, not a tank top on, not looking in the mirrors at the gym as much as I'm working and grinding, not taking anything, any of you for granted. It's April, it's spring cleaning. Maybe you have to get rid of a friend, but maybe you just need to wear that outfit, spend time with that person less. Maybe you don't need to get rid of that show completely, but maybe you need to limit it that the TV gets turned off at 10 p.m. Monday through Friday, whatever time on the weekend. Maybe you need to relook at the budget and rework it. Maybe you need to stop reading or magazine subscription, but what do you need to clean out the clutter, and will you commit to it? Okay, like my Rise and Shine said, I'm not perfect, but I'm going to get up each day. Not really suppress the demons, but will I work through the demons and realize that they were just a piece of the puzzle? One of my favorite sayings is that gurgling, bubbling brook that you love listening to, or a creek, a stream, it wouldn't have that amazing sound without the rocks that were in it then has to work around and bangs up against. Isn't that crazy? And I believe that in life, that is, I've banged up against many, many, many rocks, people, readings, challenges, health. The peace that I have to see coming out of it, or believe will come out of it, is a music and a song and a story that's worth telling. Robert, good morning. How are you? You want to say good morning to the crew? Hey, gang. If you haven't met Robert Goen, I'll let him say hey real quick. And Robert, what we're chatting about is, again, one of my favorite topics. In fact, I can chat about it every single day. Is April is spring. It's spring cleaning. And it's not about your closet. It's not about your living room. It's not about detailing your car. It's not about your closet. It's about what needs to be cleaned out and decluttered in your faith, fitness, family, finances, and friendships. Have you ever pondered spring cleaning in general? I guess I should say.
I actually did it yesterday, like deep clean the house. It smells like bleach, so
I love it. And when most people think spring cleaning, right, they think your house, your garage, your closet. But have you ever thought about digging into yourself and your soul and your own foundation and fundamentals, and work on our own spring cleaning? Have you ever thought of it in that terms?
Actually, yeah, just from listening to you, I actually started making notes of things I need to do, scheduling my day, getting a whiteboard so I can, just get myself more organized. And
I love that. And people listen to one thing piece he said. He says, listen to me. It's not about listening to me, but he's listening to other resources where he could have been thumbing through who knows what, where there's sports or a hobby. And not that those things are bad. In fact, I love it that Jeremy Camp said, your cell phones, your hobbies, your fun, it's not bad. But when those become your foundation, your fundamentals, people, now I have to question and I'm concerned about how likely you are to, I guess, become whole and happy and, complete. And to me, whether that is it's cloudy and going to rain outside, whether the cupboards are full, whether the house is big or small, no matter where you are, hopefully in your soul, you have joy because you have hope that by working on those areas that Robert's talking about, tomorrow's going to be better. So I don't know if you have a thought, a share. How's April going to look different to you than March did? I'll just put you on the spot. Personally, how's April going to look different, for you than your March did?
Well, I just plan on, I have ADHD pretty hard and it hits pretty good sometimes. So I'm always trying to put things into action that allow me to manage it better, like the schedule. I've dug into church more, started going to Pastor Luana's Bible College. That was my first one yesterday. It was pretty amazing. It's life just gets better and better every week, it seems like.
I'd love to hear him say that. So people, I would tell you that what Robert's doing is, one, he's decided that where he was, he didn't want to be. He fortunately ran into a product and some people, and he was willing to humble himself and submit to a process. They thought, you know what, Pastor Luana, James Rice, the community, ketones, on and on, are going somewhere. Dude, you've got the best last name. Going. I mean, could you ask for a better last name? Get up and going. And that could replace your Rice and Shine. Oh, thank you. So, and actually, that's an interesting, funny piece. I want him to use my Rice and Shine. I gave him the idea. No. Stop, people. That's not the way life works. Life becomes amazing when you kick your kids out of the nest, when you birth someone. I'm simply a product of someone, and I chatted this yesterday at church. I'm simply a product of being willing to go, oh, wow, I'm not doing that well in college. Oh, wow, I'm not doing that well in the relationship. Oh, wow, I'm way too tiny. Oh, wow, I got to stop dropping so many F-bombs. Oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. And then as my friend Jay Friend said to me, between where I wanted to be and where I started, there's all these in-betweens. Those are the actual activities that you decide to do. And so by submitting to and spending time with and actually doing what they do, I've created, I just want to say, I guess I've created better. And am I done? Is tomorrow guaranteed to any of us? No. So you got to get up every single day and grind. So that would be my wish, I guess, and hope for each and every one of you today. A couple thoughts. We'll be in Vegas this weekend. If you're not in Vegas, did you invite to Vegas? Because as a leader, Vegas isn't about me. Vegas is about a tool. This live is about a tool. The Zoom is about a tool. Going to the gym is about a tool. Talking to someone's about a tool that you simply are going to offer to others and hope that they get some benefit. It's like a big ass toolbox. I have a garage full of tools. And will you again realize that, you know what? My faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finance, they're not where I want to be. They're not where I'm not done. And then you got two choices: become a victim and go, I'm doing the best I can, life is hard, or you do like Robert did, and you go, I gotta get going. I'm gonna keep my last name going, and I'm gonna get going, and I'm gonna take that rice and shine, and I'm gonna use it myself, and I'm gonna impact my people. And then we all win. So I appreciate you dropping by.
Love being here.
He's coming by to grab some ketones. It's funny, we hit Courtney today, and I said, how many friends do you have? You know, she said 3, maybe 5. I wanted to hit her and laugh, but I don't know her well enough, and just say 5. In all those years of living, you got 5 friends that need to get rid of energy drinks, need better mental clarity and focus, need to drop 20, 30, 40 pounds. No big deal, people. We'll start with 5. I'm just stoked that Robert attracted her, connected her, and I just simply said to her, hey, if I handed you a couple samples, would you give it to your best friend? Now, between that short conversation, there was a lot of rapport building. It wasn't done through text message, and it wasn't done through smoke signals. It was done through a live conversation. I built rapport, and I simply asked if I could help her change her life, and if she'd be willing to change others. We engaged her to action. Next thing we'll do, Robert, is we'll see. I didn't mention her about, hey, when you get those when they arrive, will you post them up on social media and say, hey, Robert, thanks for sharing. I'll give it a try. Hey, Robert, thanks for sharing. The taste was amazing. Hey, Robert, thanks for sharing. That's 3 different opportunities to engage. What else we got on here? Go ahead and talk. I want to be a guest. Okay, that's cool. Go ahead and take
So
over.
I think, like he was talking
Wait,
about,
first of all, notice he just came in to get some. In fact, I told him, bro, I'm on the live, and I'm just like throwing you in. I've just come on in, and he came to get his stuff, and I said, now jump on the live. Just ask people. Just ask them. Go ahead.
I think like with the scheduling my day and what I've been noticing with that, is I put it in my planner and I close my planner and I put it up here. So I'm getting a big whiteboard so I can do 7 a.m., 8 a.m. and just have it there visually every day. And as I put these processes into place that help me schedule my day and be more aware, I've got more time to think about other things. I'm not constantly going, oh man, what do I have to do at 9? What am I doing at 1? Was I going to James's? Did I just double book something, you know? And just as I put all this into place, things just get easier to pay attention to those little steps that I need to do and accountability.
So I hit that real quick. Notice he said the little steps. Like my buddy Jay Friend said, those are the in-betweens. Those in-betweens, people, are so important. It's funny, I chatted with someone today. I said, hey, when do I see you in Vegas? And they said, hey, I'm not going to Vegas because of blah, 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 the cost. So it was interesting what they thought the hotel rooms did cost versus what they actually cost. The other piece was, there's an interesting piece. And I can say this because they're not on this, and I hope they don't watch it. It's funny, they were comparing what they could go to the Bahamas for. They basically said, I'm not going to go to the Bahamas, to Vegas for $1,000 or $500, which is more than I went to the Bahamas for. Interesting, people. If you went to the Bahamas to go to the Bahamas, and now you're going to Vegas because you're going to Vegas, then you know what? Go ahead and compare them. I didn't look at going to the Bahamas. I looked at going to what was the opportunity there for me, for my Puma business to grow and for myself to grow. I don't be offended. I don't consider going to Bahamas to Atlantis and doing work really a vacation personally. Okay. I'm going to Vegas because what's there for my business. Okay. I'm not even going to Vegas, just so you know. I'm going to the playbook. I would have been going to, I didn't think about going to Bahamas. I was going to that event. So I hope that those of you out there aren't thinking about whether or not you want to go to Vegas. You're thinking about, A, do I want to go to an opportunity where my business and myself can grow? It doesn't matter if it's Vegas, it doesn't matter if it's Oklahoma, it doesn't matter if it's the Bahamas. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I would, ponder. I don't think about the gym that I'm going to. I think about it that, oh my gosh, Peter St. Nicholas is going to be there at IFBB Pro, and I get to train with him. That's what I'm going to. I don't think about going to the Prayer Mountain. I think about going to Pastor Luana. I don't think about whether or not the place is going to be entertaining. I just think about whether or not it's going to serve me. So I hope this, maybe practical nuts and bolts approach will help many of you go, I'm not inviting someone to a Zoom. I'm not inviting someone to a live. I'm not inviting someone to a keto party. I'm not inviting someone, to a tasting party. I'm inviting someone to an activity that they might find benefit from. Does that make sense? It'll completely change what you'll go to because the details of the gym, what's perfect, the equipment, the hours, stuff, doesn't matter. The details of Prove It, the website, the shipping, the when's the event, those things don't matter to me. Okay? What matters to me is where I'm going. Is it going to serve a need, I should say, better than me sitting home? So, again, I'm just going to preach and pound those things to you because so many of us think about the fun or how it's going to serve us immediately. And I'm going to encourage you and let you know that's not, most likely that's not going to serve your foundation and maybe your long-term goals. So, Robert, I appreciate you sharing. We'll jump off, get you some ketones for Courtney. I hope you found value in what we were chatting about, people. I didn't do much. Grab the books, will you? I didn't really do much. Your friends are paying attention. I say, grab the books. Oh, he grabs me the glasses. That's hilarious. Hilarious. You know what? I'm just going to tell you, what are you digging into and who are you digging into? Timothy Keller, Proverbs, again, we all have the knowledge. We all have the knowledge. Wisdom's applying it, people. Wisdom is applying it. The third. It's so funny. Notice I just chatted about, are you grabbing stuff based on your desires? About your immediate desires? Or it's funny. Here we go. April 3rd. Boom. Reordering your desires. Isn't it crazy how if you're in the mix with people who are moving you in the right direction, activities, books, videos that are moving in the right direction, they'll all keep circling people and keep feeding you in the same direction, if that makes sense. That's I just love seeing that crop up because, if you're looking for distractions, I bet you're reading, your friends, your whatever's on YouTube or on your TV. My bet is that they're all leading you to distractions. And the question is, will you drop it and will you come to the table and submit to systems, people, friendships, words that if they're spoken to you and then you do the in-betweens, you'll come out on the other side where you want to be instead of having to go life's tough and hang out with people who simply validate that you're okay. And the cool thing is that your soul, you are okay. Is your creator, but the question is, are you okay in your soul? The heart is not mere feeling, but rather the seat of our deepest trust and love. They got to change the heart, people. Got to get some spring cleaning on that heart. Today's society, however, identifies our strongest feelings as the true self and insists we express them. But wisdom recognizes that our desires can trap us. Amen. They can be influenced from the outside. Modern consumer capitalism creates the desire to accumulate material goods that we think will give us status and identity. Poor parenting, check this out, can train children so desire approval and love that they remain in abusive relationships. People, I'm not even, that's just a paragraph. You know, it's funny, people say, they talk about our culture and our community and stuff. You know, the thing that I love is that I get teased about, but I love how much I do not know about our culture and our communities. Why? Because it's not on my social media. It's not on my YouTube. It's not in my conversations. You know what? The funny thing is, I will say this to you. It is in many of my conversations. As I meet new people, much of what they talk about puts in front of me culture and community. You know why? Because that's what they're meditating on. That's what they're spending time on. And it comes to me, and I have to laugh and joke and say, I have no idea who you're talking about. I'll say this, don't judge me, but you can judge me if you want. You know what? If you put pictures of old white men, I probably would recognize Biden. I'm not kidding you. I still think that Condoleezza Rice is our vice president. That's how Robert Gold, you just laugh. I know it's someone, and I know she's at least partially black or something. I have no idea what her name is. I have no idea what she looks like. I only know that Iowa got beat in the women's thing because I went to the University of Iowa. Okay, but I didn't know the baseball season started. We were watching it, but since it wasn't in Arizona, I knew that it had to be opening day. And you know what the funny thing is? That's just me. You don't have to. But my point is, you choose. You choose to be impacted by our culture and our community. And then you choose how to react to it. Okay? It's up to you. You've got to make those hard choices. You got to do the spring cleaning. You got to decide what you're going to read. We won't even read this one today because we're going to get off to the whatever that thing's called. I'm going to hang out with Robert for a couple minutes. We're going to listen to the huddle. April 3rd, we're in 1 Kings. That's Samuel Kings. And so, that's Solomon. Solomon's become the king. You know, I'm not even going to badmouth Solomon, but you know he made a lot of his money because he just increased the taxes on people. But anyway, you can think whatever you want about him. But here, check this out. Find a flashlight, some aluminum foil, and a piece of black paper. Take them in a dark room, lay the foil on the paper, and shine the flashlight on it. Then move the beam so it hits the paper but not the foil. Here's the point. Which is brighter? Light hitting the paper and being absorbed, or light hitting the foil and being reflected? Are you reflecting what you know and the knowledge you gained, and are you sharing it, or are you simply absorbing it and not sharing it with your friends and family? People, it says right here, a humble talent that is used is more than one that is genius that is idle. My point is simply, are you using and are you sharing? And then just see who comes along. Are you learning, applying, reflecting, and sharing? If you want to grow in anything, your pyramid scheme, your faith, any of your communities, I guarantee you Katie Fish's snowmobile community is growing because she tells people how fun it is and she invites to it. I'll leave it at that, people. Have fun and invite to it. Have fun and invite to it. So you all do have to decide what is your fun. Does it come from your soul and your heart, or does it come from your culture and your friends and your family and those things that are immediate that then are fleeting? Or do they come from, again, your soul that will last and reflect and change others' lives? I don't know if any of that helps. I don't know if it resonates with you. If it does, if this video does, simply share it. By the time you share this, share tonight's Zoom, share the huddle call, share the, and wear some swag, and shake up your shaker bottle, and say to a friend, I might be able to help you. I might be able to help you. Can I make a suggestion? People, you'll be amazed at how many people you can impact and how big a change you can make. But if you keep it to yourself and you hide and you don't address your fears and your weaknesses, your triggers, then you'll never change, you'll never grow, and you'll never share. So the choice is up to you. Whatever I can do to help, get a hold of me. Robert, I appreciate you jumping in, dropping in today, jumping right in front of the camera. I just invited to jump in. I'm telling you, the more people that I invite to jump in, the more the things grow.
I never know what's going to happen here. So I show up just ready for anything.
I appreciate that attitude. That's who you're going to build a community with. That's who you're going to build a business with. That's who you're going to build a future with. So appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, if you like what we're doing, share it. If not, no harm, no foul. You decide who you want to follow. You decide what you want to share. You decide where you want to cast your blows. Look forward to seeing each and every one of you in Vegas. Remember, let your friends know you're going to be in Vegas. Who can we get a hold of? You're going to be in Vegas. Who can we get a hold of? And schedule some time to get together. Want to get together with you and your crew. I encourage you not to wait until we're in the mix in Vegas. Say, hey, Michael Rutherford, I'd like you to meet with my team. Get a hold of him right now. Hey, James Rice, I'd like to meet with my crew. It'll be a mess. It'll be a madhouse. Let's get it scheduled now, especially Thursday, because we have a lot of time on Thursday. Make sense? All right. Love each and every one of you. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to let you go, and we'll chat again later. Peace. Say goodbye, Robert.
Adios, guys.